All right, if you're looking for a dog trainer here in Lillington, you're in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your dog. Let's get right to it. Look, the whole point of this is to enjoy life with your dog in Lillington, right? We're talking about having those nice, peaceful walks, fun trips to the park, and just having a calm, happy dog at home. This is the roadmap to help you get there.
You know, training is so much more than just sit and stay. It's really about getting your dog ready for our local life. A well-trained dog means that those trips down to the Cape Fear River or a hike out at Raven Rock State Park are actually relaxing and fun for everybody.
Okay, so before you even start looking up trainers, it really helps to understand what's out there. Let's cover the main ideas and different types of training so you know what you're looking for.
So, you're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's a pretty simple idea, really. You reward the behavior you want to see more of. It's backed by science, it builds a ton of trust, and it makes learning fun for your dog.
And on the other side of that coin, it's absolutely crucial to know what to steer clear of. If you talk to a trainer and their methods feel like they're based on fear or intimidation, that's a huge red flag. We know now that those old-school harsh techniques can actually make problems like fear and aggression a lot worse. So, you'll generally find two main ways to do training. Group classes, they're fantastic for getting your dog used to focusing on you when there are other dogs and people around. But if you've got a really specific issue, like say your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings, then the one-on-one attention you get in a private session is probably your best bet.
But of course, it doesn't stop there. You'll also see trainers who offer to come right to your house. Others have day training where you drop your dog off, and then there are the more intensive board and train programs. For really tough issues, you might even look for a specific behavior consultation.
All right, so you know what training looks like. Now for the most important part. How do you actually pick the right person? Let's talk about what to look for, what it might cost, and the questions you've got to ask. You'll probably see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name, like CPDTK. Now, North Carolina doesn't actually require trainers to be licensed, but these certifications are a very good sign. Something like a CPDT shows they're committed to professional standards. And if you see one from the IABC, that usually means they have extra expertise with more serious behavior problems.
Okay, let's talk money, because that's obviously a big factor. This table gives you a pretty solid idea of what you can expect to pay for training here in the Lillington and Harnett County area. You can see a group class is usually the most budget-friendly way to start, while something like a board and train is a much bigger financial commitment.
Think of this as your personal interview guide. Seriously, when you're on the phone with a potential trainer, these 5 questions will give you a really clear picture. And I especially want to call out number 3. Asking how they handle distractions unique to our area, like wildlife or even the noise from Fort Bragg, that's a smart question that shows you if they really get what it's like to have a dog here.
So once you've found a trainer and you're making progress, it's time for the fun part. This is all about getting out there and enjoying life with your dog, knowing the local rules, and using all the great resources we have around Lillington.
Being a good dog owner means knowing the basic rules of the road. The main things to remember from the Harnett County ordinances are pretty simple. Your dog needs to be under your control. A leash is the easiest way to do that. They have to be up to date on their rabies shot with the tag on their collar. And, well, training is your best friend for handling any excessive barking so you can keep your neighbors happy.
And hey, here's a little piece of info that clears up a lot of confusion. In Harnett County, you don't need to go get a separate dog license. That little metal tag your vet gives you after the rabies shot, that's it. Just make sure it's on your dog's collar and you're all set.
So where can you go to put all this great new training into practice? We've got some awesome spots around here. The Harnett County Dog Park is perfect for safely working on off-leash skills. And the trails at Raven Rock are just a fantastic real-world classroom for practicing good leash manners. It makes training feel way less like a chore. So with this plan, what's that first adventure going to look like? Maybe a nice, calm walk downtown or a hike on a new trail without any stress. We hope this guide helps you feel ready to take that first step. Having a well-trained dog just makes everything better. At home, out in the community, and when you have friends and family over. We wish you the very best of luck on your training journey.